course. So I'm going to basically be looking at this certification called the CRMA. You can see it here, risk management and assurance. So it's going to be related to mostly corporates, and you may run across this. You have no idea what it is. You're thinking, should I get this? It's not so easy to research, so I'm just going to run this through real quick and we'll take a look at it together. So they do give you a syllabus, the certification in risk management, assurance, the exam syllabus, and basically, I mean, it's going to give you just some nice things to understand. What is this? Who are these people and what are they doing? So I initially thought it was more like on the quantitative side of things, doing high level statistics, looking at say like expected shortfall and things like that for banks and whatnot. It's not really what it is. It's looking at these other things: role, authority, just risk management, philosophy, operating style, considering the legal exposure that your company has or a firm that you would work for has to any, say, future lawsuits, government related decisions, things in the pipeline that we know, new changes in policy or regulations, people, resources, if we lose this key person, how is that going to affect us? Management of third-party business relationships, so any other partnerships that you have, supply chain type of things. What if they want to raise prices on us? Do we have a good alternative? What if one of our big contracts folds? How hard is it for us to go and get a new one? Internal policies, needs and expectations of internal stakeholders, so any investors that you have, or just things that are changing. So basically managing and looking at the expected changes that are facing the business that you work for. You can see there's how they break it down: 25% principles of risk management and process, identifying risk responses, how to monitor these things. The second area, assurance and the role of internal auditors. So that's going to be like very, very related, internal audit. And so I'm going to go try to pick up a few keywords as I'm going through this. This is why I'm showing you guys this, as far as how you can search and find these jobs. What I basically found was that for the most part, if you don't have a bachelor's degree and some experience in, say, like IT, security, coding, computer science, this is not going to be a real great thing for you, at least in my area. So I'm going to go after this and look in the Kansas City market, and it's it's a decent market. I mean, we have Cerner, we have the Sprint headquarters are here. So there are some companies in this market. It's not like a super small market, and yet it was pretty hard to find these. But I'm going to show you guys what I found, so you don't have to go around on Monster and Indeed. So consulting role of the internal auditor, coaching others, risk management activities, how to do the reporting, how to develop a framework. Yeah. Okay, so that's basically like what we see from them. I'm going to go really quick here: how to become a CRMA in 3 months. What does it stand for? Why would you want to get it? And I'm going to just basically look down here. The pass rates for the exam are a lot higher than some of these other exams. So a lot of them, they're like 40%, 50%. Here we have 63%, 59%, and 56%. So maybe not that much higher. How much does it cost? It's $350 for the exam. There's a membership fee. Usually if you're in any kind of education, online education program, you get a huge discount. But basically, like, you can go to iPass, the CIA exam, and even though they do a little thing on the CRMA, I'm sorry. So again, looking for keywords. How are we going to find this? How in demand is this? Some of the hard copy references from their suggested reading list is the Auditor's Risk Management Guide. You have Enterprise Risk Management, so Enterprise Risk Management again. So I use that as a keyword search, and I'm going to show you guys what came up. Again, internal auditor's role in risk management. So there's a huge overlap between internal audit, apparently, and these risk managers. So let's get this out of the way. We looked at those two areas, and so basically what we're going to do is I jumped on here on Indeed, and I'll show you just some of the things that came up, some of the ones that I thought were more commonly occurring, like this one, for example. This is with Cerner. Like I said, it's a big biomedical manufacturer here in Kansas City, and basically bachelor's degree in information systems, computer science, computer engineering, information systems, management of information systems. So that was kind of like, okay, you can see even with all that, they do have the CRMA here. Maybe you guys can see this, maybe you can't see this. I'll try to blow this up a little bit for you guys, yeah. So you can see, I mean, they want this here, but I mean, good night. If you just have the certification, you don't have this is under preferred qualifications. If you don't have the bachelor's degree, I mean, forget about it, right? And I mean, there was very little information related to to IT, you know, it was a lot of other stuff outside of IT. Capital, time, processes, systems, technologies, okay. But I mean, a lot of these other things were not related particularly to the computer science type of thing. Again, how many job matches did I get off this search? I got 88 results. But say like we look at this one with PwC, one of the big 4 accounting firms. And again, I'll blow this up for you guys. Pull this up over here a little bit. So, 7 years of experience, master's degree, and they're not even looking for the certification that we're CRCM, so Certified Regulatory Compliance. They're just not even looking for the certification that we thought that they were. Director of Compliance, it's probably going to be a little bit in over our head if we're just getting started. Back to Cerner. Senior Internal Auditor, Jack Henry and Associates. So Jack Henry is I think they're like a hiring agency, but here we go. Business, accounting, finance, 6 years of audit experience. And, you know, it's not even on here. The CIA is Certified Internal Auditor, and a bunch of these other ones, CPA, Certified Public Accountant, Project Management, PMP. But there's just not, as far as what I'm seeing, a lot of demand for this thing. And we're searching for enterprise risk, so we're looking for the keywords that they had on their, you know, on their syllabus or whatever you want to call it. Back to Cerner, again, this only gave me, Indeed only gave me 4 jobs. Enterprise, CRMA. $270 jobs. IT security, cyber, payroll transformation process, consultant, yeah, there's nothing in there about that certification that we're looking for, the CRMA. Product manager, data, business analyst intern, compliance analyst. So I'm just not seeing a lot of people just asking for this. You can get into a lot of these jobs, and if you ever do see this CRMA certification being asked for as like a preferential thing, it's always in addition to, as far as I can tell, it's always in addition to having a pretty strong background, a 4-year degree in computer science, in coding. Again, here we go. This is finance or operations with KPMG, again, one of the big 4 accounting firms. And so CIA is Certified Internal Auditor, CPA, Certified Public Accountant, CPM, Project Manager, CISA. Not sure what CISA is, to be honest with you guys. Enterprise Risk on Monster. And one of the ones I found was, again, business, engineering, computer science, IT, and again, zoom this in a little bit. So this is an enterprise PMO support business specialist at Burns McDonnell, which is an international engineering firm. Good firm, looks like. But experience with Agile, Waterfall. Agile is like a project management approach to software development, typically. So, no, I mean, chief risk, cyber risk, risk services consultant, Ruben Brown. Enterprise PMO support specialist. Now this looks more like what we saw before: monitoring estimates, planning budgets, project plans, execution plans, milestones, resource management, issues management, risk management, status reports. So this is finally kind of like what we've been looking for. Again, Burns McDonald, the engineering firm, global engineering firm. Yeah, and this is, I think, if not the same thing, like a duplication of PMP certified or equivalent experience is required. So just not a lot out there, you guys, to be honest. CPA, CISA, CISP, or certified internal audit. So what I'm basically seeing is, if you're going to get one of these certifications, you should go for the internal audit. There's a lot more people looking for the CIA than the CRMA by far. And the CPA is, I mean, it's way hard to get. It's the gold standard when it comes to accountants, but you have to have 24 hours of accounting, 24 to 30 hours depending upon your state. I'll do a separate video for that, but it's way harder to get. It's way more lengthy. You have to pass 4 exams. Each of the exams have a pass rate of about 50%. So I'm trying to just cover this because it seems like it's a little bit, like more low-hanging fruit. There we go. But, then again, is it in demand? Is it in demand? Business System Analyst, Chief Risk Officer. See, this is for UMB Bank. But this is going to be, I think, more on the quantitative side that I was talking about. Let's see. Oh, maybe not. Analytic skills, leadership, organization, proficiency in applications like Excel, blah, 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 blah. Bachelor's degree in business, 10 years of experience, 10 years of management experience, the CPA, the CIA, the CBA certification, also CISA, CFIRS. Yep. Just not in big demand. Senior Internal Auditor, Loan Specialist Analyst, Operations Manager 2. I like Glassdoor. It gives you at least, even if it's a huge range, like this one is $46,000 to $149,000. Not really that helpful, but I mean, at least it's something. It's better than all those other sites that really don't give you anything as far as what are you going to get paid and all of that. What do we need here from these people? Bachelor's degree, work experience, industry relevant experience. It's funny how there's no basically standard way for job descriptions to be written. So you open these things up, you have really no idea what they're going to tell you, what they're not going to tell you. Director of Risk Management is paid $70,000 or more, according to Glassdoor. Glassdoor is kind of cool too, because they'll send you these daily or weekly job openings. I mean, everyone does that, but I kind of like how you can. I never paid the extra money, but you can search to see how much people are going to get paid. This one you need a master's degree and a nursing degree. Commodity Finance Analyst. Business Systems Analyst, Consultant. Financial Services Group. North American Saving Loan Credit Manager, Loan Analyst. Relationship Manager 1, Senior Risk Manager, $33,000 to $77,000. See, executes physical contracts, futures, options, and swaps. So that's going to be way more difficult than we're going to learn from this certification. Risk management in construction focus, managing multiple projects, So that's pretty much it, y'all. I just I don't know what to tell you. It doesn't seem to be like that helpful of a certification, truth be told. It is something you'll see out there, and I think, hopefully this will kind of help you think through, is this something that I want to get in terms of all the certifications that are offered? Because you're probably going to have to buy a book, you're going to have to pay the testing fees, and it's just really asking the question, which one should I get and which ones are in demand, which ones are kind of nonsense. And of course these companies, they're going to they can make up tests, they can make up, all these whatever certifications, and why not? If they're making $1 on it. And then the companies, they can say, well, maybe protect themselves from future lawsuits by saying, well, this person, they did have this certification, so it's not really our fault that they made this horrible decision. Yeah, CPA, the CIA. So again, going back to KPMG, it just looks like if you want to really do this kind of work, get the CIA, get this Certified Internal Audit, and not the CRMA that we started looking at here in the beginning. So this one, it just doesn't seem like it's that great. That's my opinion. If you're a person sitting on a computer science degree and you'd like to get into that side, okay, maybe you could look into it. Maybe it's something that they're looking for and it could help you out. Maybe it's not too difficult, but for the average person trying to basically, get into something new, getting into like accounting or business management, enterprise risk management, this probably isn't going to be that helpful for you. Not because the information isn't good, and not because these areas aren't important, because they're important to companies, but you can see that no one really respects this certification to a high degree. Hope that helps. We'll talk to you guys later.